This year, backed by a grant from the Ohio EPA, the Nature Trail Committee's goal is to provide newly revised Project Learning Tree-based lesson plans and to permanently document any findings and observations using small tablets. Every year, you've taken your class out on the nature trail. They may take notes and do journal entries and conduct experiments. And every year, all of this accumulated knowledge evaporates. You have to start over with your new students next year, and your old students have to do the same in their new class. This lack of accumulated knowledge is a missed opportunity, not only for the students, but also for any kind of future planning for the nature trail. This year, it starts to change. So say this cube represents all of our discrete, disorganized information. Well, first, the newly revised lesson plans are not disconnected. They work together across the grades. And second, the tablets will allow observations and data to be easily organized and stored long-term in a student-friendly manner. All right, here's a general example. You decide to take your class to the nature trail, so you check out the lesson plan, and then you walk on down to Mr. Reinke's room in the second grade hall and wheel out the tablet cart that's in the far right corner. Now, while there's enough tablets for every student to take one out on the trail, you, of course, have to gauge their maturity and ability. So all of your students, or just 5 of them, or just you get a tablet and you open the observation form. You quickly enter some identifying information, you turn it off, and then you head outside with it. Now out on the trail, the tablets are set aside. It's the lesson and experience, of course, that's the most important. So why bother with the tablets at all? Because they're the secret sauce. The easy way for even the youngest to contribute an observation for the whole school to see and use. Well, say you or your students decide to record an observation about trees. So they tap their answer to 3 or 4 standardized questions, maybe even take a photograph, and then back in the classroom, they tap Submit. Immediately, the information flows to a spreadsheet along with a date stamp and some identifying information. If they've taken a picture, that shows up in a different sheet. Well, what this means, as more and more classes go out, in a relatively short time, we're going to permanently amass hundreds, if not thousands, of individual observations about different aspects of the trail. Now, this data will eventually be transformed into more friendly displays, so you and your students are going to be able to look at the trail in new ways. And in fact, because this is now stored permanently, a 4th grader could view all of their own observations going back to kindergarten and see how they fit into the larger picture. Well, this has to have a significant impact on student attitudes and understandings about nature and the environment. So you're thinking, well, this is all insanely wonderful, but how, in a nuts and bolts way, do I actually do all of this? Well, I hate to keep you on the edge of your seat, but that'll be the next communication. Sure. Thanks.